Too often, I'll say barefaced lies. I'll say barefaced lies. I'll say barefaced lies. Again, barefaced lies. Too often, I'll say barefaced lies. I'll say barefaced lies. I'll say barefaced lies. Again.
That's right, yeah, we got an agenda. And it's your money we're gonna spend, yeah. You won't wonder where it's all gonna end, yeah. If you think we ever wanna defend, yeah. Cause when the truth becomes so easy to disguise, you get shooting cold, overgrown, postal road, barefaced lies.
Barefaced lies. Barefaced lies.
Hey Sean, you got a party? Got that little party going on there. Keep to the left, you can't think right, so everything you do goes wrong, yeah. Incompetence just leads to disaster. Corruption brings it on even faster. What you say?
That's right, yeah, we got an agenda. And it's your money we're gonna spend, yeah. But you won't wonder where it's all gonna end, yeah. If you think we ever wanna defend, yeah. Cause when the truth becomes so easy to disguise, you get shooting cold, overgrown, postal road, barefaced. That's right, yeah, we got an agenda. And it's your money we're gonna spend, yeah. But you won't wonder where it's all gonna end, yeah. If you think we ever wanna defend, yeah. Cause when the truth becomes so easy to disguise, you get shooting cold, overgrown, postal road, barefaced lies.
Barefaced lies. Barefaced lies.
Comrades, you always told us you'd build us all a new Jerusalem, yeah. You talk the talk, but when you walk, you only leave a crooked line there. And you don't see the trouble that's brewing if all you do is just what you're doing.
That's right, yeah, we got an agenda. And it's your money we're gonna spend, yeah. But you won't wonder where it's all gonna end, yeah. If you think we ever wanna defend, yeah. Cause when the truth becomes so easy to disguise, you get shooting cold, overgrown, postal road, barefaced lies.
Is this where you wanna be? Debt and childhood poverty. Won't somebody set us free from this corrupt kleptocracy? Oh yeah.
Barefaced lies.
That's right, yeah, we got an agenda. And it's your money we're gonna spend, yeah. But you won't wonder where it's all gonna end, yeah. If you think we ever wanna defend, yeah. Cause when the truth becomes so easy to disguise, you get shooting cold, overgrown, postal road, barefaced. That's right, yeah, we got an agenda. And it's your money we're gonna spend, yeah. But you won't wonder where it's all gonna end, yeah. If you think we ever wanna defend, yeah. Cause when the truth becomes so easy to disguise, you get shooting cold, overgrown, postal road, barefaced. That's right, yeah, we got an agenda. And it's your money we're gonna spend, yeah. But you won't wonder where it's all gonna end, yeah. If you think we ever wanna defend, yeah. Cause when the truth becomes so easy to disguise, you get shooting cold, overgrown, postal road, barefaced. That's right, yeah, we got an agenda. And it's your money we're gonna spend, yeah. But you won't wonder where it's all gonna end, yeah. If you think we ever wanna defend, yeah. Cause when the truth becomes so easy to disguise.
A very, very good morning. It is Wednesday, the 13th of December 2023. This is one of those emergency transmissions that comes along every now and then. We will try and get our stream to continue working today. We'll see what happens. My internet still isn't working, so I considered putting the transmission up on a pre-recorded and uploading it, but I thought, no, let's try it. Let's see if it works. Okay. Won't keep you long. There's a council meeting this evening. At the council meeting, the parties put forward motions. This is one of the main features of a full council meeting. You put forward a motion. The Labour Party gets to put two motions forward. The motions are to do with what they want to send a letter to. They want to send a letter to the government congratulating themselves, and the other one is they want to have sanitary toilets in sanitary bins in men's toilets for those who need nappies. I think is the thing. I support with that. I ain't got an issue with that if I'm honest with you, but I found it bizarre that they need a motion for that, because that's a bit yeah, never mind. So those are the Labour motions. The Lib Dem motion is something about 20-mile-an-hour speed limits. The independent group, a big team, Maggie Hurley, Mark Hints, and they've done nothing, absolutely nothing. The council meetings are the only place when you can actually make a difference, put forward the views and opinions of those that elected you, and yet again there's absolutely nothing from big team independent group Mark Hints and his sidekick Maggie Hurley with their advisors. Yeah, that's not what I want to talk to you about. That's not the purpose of the emergency transmission. The purpose of the emergency transmission is to do with the Failsworth independent motion. Now, I've shared my reservations about this motion in the past, but that's not why I'm here. So, Brian Hoban, Lucia Ray, Councillor Hindle, listen in. I'm about to do you a favour. I'm about to do you a favour. Let me bring this up. This is on the council's webpage itself. It's their motion. There's no ambiguity about it. This is the motion 3, the protection and safeguarding of children. And I don't agree with a lot of it, but they are what they are. They're learning, and they think they know better, and they think they know best. And it's a mess. But that's not what I want to bring up. They set out some context and what they want the council to note. And this is what they want the motion, the council to agree. First of all, they want to agree that the council commits to facilitating relevant training sessions across the borough. They want the council to resolve to bring together all departments within the council and work with other external bodies to deliver specific sessions on CSE and grooming. They want the council to resolve to work with partners to work towards rolling sessions out for year 6. And the last one is significant. They want the council to resolve to minute the meetings of the elected members' cross-party steering group and make them available not just to all members, but to the general public via the council webpage. So the council set up this all-party steering group. It's a load of nonsense. I'll be clear with you, it's a load of nonsense. And they've got an annual report which I'll dissect on Sunday and rip to pieces. And it's a joke. It's a cover-up exercise. It's a joke. It's just taking you, me, and every one of those girls who are groomed and gang raped for fools. That's what that steering group is. But the Failsworth Independents want the minutes of that meeting made public, and also to provide quarterly reports detailing any actions of the progress made, because the annual report will show you there's no progress made. It's just bullshit. You want to know what Arul Shah and her associates at the Labour Party run Oldham Council have done? They've amended the motion. We know they've done this in the past. Remember, they amended the motion calling for a public inquiry and wanted to write to the government saying how well they're working on it. So this, they have form on amending motions. But what they've done this time is actually worse. It's actually far, far worse. So It's been amended by Councillor Shahid Mushtaq and seconded by Councillor Mohan Ali. What should not be lost on you is how two Muslim councillors, one Pakistani, one Bangladeshi, two Muslim councillors have amended a motion on child sex exploitation. So we're clear what we mean by that is the cover-up of the grooming and gang rape of working-class white girls by predominantly Pakistani, occasionally Bangladeshi, almost exclusively Muslim men in this town. That's what's gone on, proven. And those who are amending this motion isn't Councillor Bashforth, isn't Councillor, I don't know, Josh Charters, is Councillor Shahid Mushtaq, the Pakistani man, and Councillor Mohan Ali, the Bangladeshi man. This should not be lost on you, first of all. Now, to give you, and I'll make this bigger. You don't need to see me. I'll make this bigger so you can see it yourself. To make sense of this, they delete with red and insert with green. Okay? So they've deleted with red certain sections and inserted their own amendments with green. Yeah, delete with red. So they've deleted the bit that says review on historical CSE have been in front of us before. Regular requests for public independent inquiries continue to be refused. So they want that took out. They want it took out that the people of this town are calling for an independent inquiry. Now, why would a Pakistani man like Councillor Shahid Mushtaq, a Labour Party councillor, want to do that? Why would Councillor Mohan Ali, who's actually in charge of education, want to have that took out? And they want to put in this nonsense about, Ridgeway and Newsman about keeping the town safe. The next bit they want took out is that the leader of the council has previously stated that CSE has and in all probability will continue to occur in the borough. So that was an admission of guilt by Arooj Shah just before we ousted her. It wasn't enough to keep her in power. So now she's saying that these crimes are abhorrent and disgusted by child sex exploitation. Barefaced lies, they claim, remember? There's a typo there that they're going to fix, so that's fine. But they want the resolves are the interesting bit. And look, I've not done anything to it. Page 7, page 8. Page 7, they want to take away the commit to facilitating relevant sessions across the borough and continue to facilitate relevant sessions across the borough. They reckon they're already doing the work. They're not doing the work. They want to bring together all departments within the council and work with other external bodies. And they want to get rid of work with partners to formulate and develop a straightforward and clear package which will be delivered to Year 7 students. And what they've said is they want to replace it with continue to bring together all departments within the council and work with other external bodies to deliver specific sessions. I ain't got an issue with that. They're just tidying up the language. It's a ruse. And they want to continue to create age-appropriate materials. Now, Councillor Mohan Ali has done that on purpose because he doesn't want to say what age appropriate is. But there is an acknowledgement of primary and secondary. So what Councillor Mohan Ali wants to do, as demonstrated here, it's not me, as demonstrated here, Councillor Mohan Ali wants children as young as what? Reception, year 1, year 2, year 3, that's primary school. 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds to be taught about how to protect themselves from being groomed and gang raped. This council wants to shift responsibility to children as young as 4. 5 years old. Can you believe that? It wants to do that, but it gets worse for this council. That's it. And you'll be thinking, okay, great. That's their motion. Rewritten. And you think, okay, you missed it. The failures of independence have missed it. Forget rewriting the motion, and this is technical. For an amendment to be agreed at Oldham Council, red strikes out, green the rewritten. Look at this. The original motion to bring it back up. The original motion had one last resolution. The minute of the meetings of the elected member cross-party steering group was to be made that make them available to all members and to the general public. What Arooj Shah and her council have done is completely deleted that and made it look as though it wasn't even there. This is not accidental, people. This is on purpose. So this amended motion is now not acceptable. It should be thrown out. So what they've done is they've completely deleted that. They haven't even had the courage to redline that because they want to hide the minutes of the meeting. They want to hide whether any progress has been made because no progress has been made. So instead of crossing that out so you and I could see it, what they've hoped would take place is that no one reads these papers, no one makes sense of them, and it would just go like that and that would be the end of it. What Mushtaq and Mohan Ali have done is completely deleted that bullet point, asking, demanding that these minutes were published and that progress reports are published. Now I'm with Brian Hoban and his team on that. I'm completely with them on that. So what they now need to do, Hoban, is not phone up Arooj Shah and see if she's free for poppadoms. What you now need to do is when they propose this amendment, you need to have the balls, mate, to stand up and say, point of order. This motion has not followed the council's own procedures. This amendment, the Labour Party amendment to the Failsworth Independent motion, has not followed the council's own procedures and therefore it should be struck out. What Mohan Ali and Mushtaq have tried to do is completely delete that, hide that bit, because they didn't want to be seen to be putting a red line through something that demands that we, the public, are told what's going on. Not just we, the public, that other councillors are told what's going on. This is dirty tactics, Sue. This is exactly what it is. This is intentional. Do not for 1 minute think this is accidental. So, Hoban, stand up, Councillor Brian. Have a bit of courage. Stand up and say, point of order, and have this amendment to your motion thrown out, and you can buy me a samosa when you see me.
Do not fear them. Do not fear any of them. On the 20th of November 2003, James Ignatius O'Rourke McMahon was elected councillor for the Failsworth East Ward of Oldham. Deeply ambitious, he ruthlessly rose to power, and by 2011, he was already leader of the council. In 2015, exploiting a Labour Party loophole, he became MP for Oldham West and Royton. If only the people of the town knew then what they now know. Do not fear them. Do not fear any of them.